we're back on the 61, 63, whatever year Redbug this is. I'm going to pull the motor out, and I'm going to show you how I do it. It's because it's actually really easy, and once you get the hang of it, you can pretty much have it in and out in 20 minutes. Now, I'm sure you're saying, oh, but you have a lift. Why are you doing it on the ground? Because I have this stupid goddamn Mini Cooper in the way, and it's not going back together anytime soon. Let's begin, shall we? So for this project, you're going to need 2 floor jacks, 2 jack stands, an 8mm wrench, a 10mm wrench, a 13mm wrench, a 17mm wrench, ratcheting would be helpful, a socket with an extension, ratchet, a 17mm socket, 10mm socket with an extension, I guess, a small flathead, a fuel clamp, a pen, and a flashlight. The first thing you're going to do is disconnect your battery. Next, you'll jack the car up. And scratch the hell out of the Mini that's annoying the hell out of you. Place the jack stands. And let the car down. Next, you're going to remove these crappy air hoses and take this bottom tin out. Normally these would be in with flathead screws, but some idiot put these in with 10mm bolts. So now I get to struggle taking all these out, and it's going to take me forever. Next, you're going to loosen your distributor and rotate the canister out of the way. If you're not replacing the distributor and everything runs fine, I use a paint pen to mark the position of the distributor before I rotate it in a different direction. If you want to pull it out, you can also do that by loosening the, taking off the nut in the back that holds the clamp to the case, rather than undoing the clamp to loosen the distributor and remove the whole distributor. That way you will also keep timing. But I'm replacing this, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. You also will need to remove these stupid canisters. Usually you can do it by hand. Sometimes you'll need the assistance of a hammer or also channel locks. Next, you can start undoing all of your wiring. I'm going to start with the generator. The generators have 2 posts here. One of them gets constant power off the battery, which is why we disconnected the battery. The other one, the ground, which I believe is DF. This one you have to be really careful with because the post can spin. And as long as the post doesn't spin, you won't muck up the generator. Inside, on the other end of this post, is a ground strap that is soldered to the end of the post and then to the inside of the case. If that post spins too many times, you'll break the ground strap and your generator will never work again. Good luck trying to fix that. The other one is just a regular stud that's bolted in place, so that one you can take the nut off pretty easily and remove the thing. Sometimes there's a ground wire in the back with a flathead. You'll have to remove that also. And then I usually stick the screw back into the generator case so that I don't lose it. So with all that all done, I can move the harness elsewhere and I can do the rest of the harness, which should all just be regular plug-and-play stuff. You've got your oil sending wire, which is usually blue. You've got your main power to coil wire, which is black. Ben learned that the hard way. And that's really it. If there's any kind of other harness that comes off the coil that goes to either an idle solenoid on the carburetor or the choke, that's usually its own harness that does not have to come off. I'm seeing another red wire over here. Yeah, that goes to the solenoid, and another one that goes to the choke. So that all stays there. The rest of this harness is attached to the car behind that, so I don't have to worry about that. Now I have to get underneath the car, and we can look at the, oh no, nope, I forgot. You gotta undo your throttle cable, don't forget about that. That's sometimes a flathead, sometimes an 8mm, sometimes a 10mm in this case. Wow, why'd they set it up so dumb? And that's gonna go through there. The barrel bolt's going to stay in place. Okay, now I can get underneath the car. So underneath the car on either side of the transmission are two 17mm nuts. We're going to take those off. Next, you want to undo your fuel line, which comes out of the body on the driver's side transmission cradle rail. You don't want to clamp this and then disconnect it here. You want to clamp this and disconnect it at the filter so that it doesn't drain the tank on you. So you can use vice grips, you can use really whatever you want. I've got these guys. I'm going to put one on the clamp and then undo that with the flathead and disconnect that. This is when I get all the gasoline in my eye. I should probably mention that, like, you should maybe wear safety glasses for this and gloves and yada yada, and don't do it the way that I'm doing it because I'm stupid and blah blah blah. Yep, okay, there it goes. Because this is a non-doghouse engine, normally there's a nut right there, but someone has put a threaded insert in. So I actually have to get back underneath the car with my extension and 17mm socket to take that bolt out. So that's your guy. I gotta back that guy out. So you're gonna use the extension and the socket and kind of hug the transmission to get that out. And I'll do my best getting an angle for you, but bear with me. I'm not really sure how we're gonna do this. Well, you know what I mean. Take that bolt out. So now you've got just that one bolt holding the engine in right now, and that goes through the top of the starter and the transmission and the case. So we're going to leave that hooked up for just a moment. We're going to raise the front of the car until it's level, and we're going to leave that alone for just a moment. Now you're going to take your other floor jack, support the engine by the sump plate. That's a circular thing on the bottom of the motor with the 6 nuts coming out of it. You just want to go up until it just barely touches. And then you're going to go behind the motor with your ratcheting wrench or whatever 17mm wrench you have. And you're going to take that last nut off. Oop. Drop the washer. And we're going to wiggle the engine forward. I like to grab the tailpipes if possible, but I think they might actually come out of the exhaust before I do that. So sometimes you have to go up a little bit. That's interesting. This one's gonna fight me while I'm trying to film it. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, yeah, idiot. All right, well, remember to disconnect your heater boxes and the tubes that go to the... Those are almost never hooked up, so I forgot about them. There we go. All right, so I can let her down and break some stuff. And then, of course, now the tin's hung up on the dead seal. Let it down a little more. Okay, you know what? Just stop listening to me. There we go. What is this? What is this? Who the fuck? Oh, God. All right, well, some fool put the fuel line through the body instead of through the tin. So now you can go drop the front of the car. Now you're going to jack up the back again, the whole car, so that you can sneak the motor out from underneath it. Well, that's that. Maybe it'll go smoother for you. Tune in next time. We're going to get it on the stand and start actually fixing the things. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends. See you at the next one.